understand. They rescue you. What a million rescue. You want to press people, you're no book. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue.
To deliver you from something, take you from something.
So you're a poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue the million rescue. That will can't help me while here.
That's the same thing.
But Jota Bagara can't tell in the water. He can't pour one making the water back to kill on money. You know what they get people? The pressure. Husband not working. I live in Chelsea. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 400 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagara. Where will be our result? Next year. We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year?
Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Patience Mane.
Patience Mane. You sell in the market here?
Yes.
What you selling in the table here?
Yes.
No
market. Can't get some. I go look for an season.
You go look for the market, you see some?
I see food because the food price, the way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry to the cold storage.
They put it back on my. Very rich.
How much for the fish?
You buy snapper 14,000. What is to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy it 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you came to rescue us. But the rescue that you're doing now, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend here, they're not bringing nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. While they cause a motor burner running, they want not doing they are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to spare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of us, we not got more from the South God. And that basically we do, we not understand our children run to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, a more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zuni.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the Zuni that they bring in Jota Bagara drink. Because we are trying to sell our Kush. But now the Zuni, when he said I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zuni. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, hata. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should rise up, they should become go over there, go over that one, everything they do. But what police people home king? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't Napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody like for the country. So you should tell our president to help with the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God and go for it. We don't let you tell what take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there,
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever the time is from your end, I want to use this time to extend my thanks and appreciation to you. I want to welcome you and I want to say, kindly do us a favor, hit for us the share button, share with friends, share in the various chat rooms. In a special way, we want to say thank you for all of the support. Fumba OK Nia, thank you so much watching us there from Grand Cape Mount County. Thank you so very kindly from Jene. He's watching us from Jene. Thank you so much, my brother Fumba, for your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. Chris Carlo, thank you so much, Brother Chris, for joining us. It's a privilege for us to have you here. And all of you who are joining us, I say thank you so very kindly. We appreciate your presence. And as usual, we say hit for us the share button as we begin our discussion. Thank you. Today, I want us to look at some important issue. You know, I want to welcome my brother Ishaka Saul. How are you? Sometimes people judge you based on your ambition, what you aspire to be. People judge you on that. What you accept from them, they judge you on that. How you portray yourself and you present yourself, they do judge you on that. What is your expectation about Liberia, about this government? We'll be playing you a lot of videos. And I'm going to start with the first video. Like we always told our people, and now we are saying, you allow yourself to be bought very cheaply. The lies that were told by the Unity Party government, you allow yourself to be cajoled and carried away by those lies. When we told you that they were lying, you did not believe us. You call us sycophants. But today, the reality is there. And we are grateful that you are now vindicating us. We are grateful that you are now seeing the truth. We are grateful that the same very people that were used to carry on these lies, this propaganda on the side of Joseph Newman Boyka, that today they are now seeing the reality and say, we were deceived. I want to play you a video here, and I want you to watch this video. This video speaks volume of how many Liberians, they were deceived by Joseph Newman Boyka and his gangster. This video is a representation of how people allow themselves to be lured, to be cajoled, to be deceived, to be hypnotized by an 80 years old man who do not even have any progress to show about his own life. This video is a classic example. And I want to play you this video courtesy of our sister Martina. I want to play this video. I want you to listen. It teaches a lot of lessons. It teaches a lot of lessons. Sorry.
Their mistake.
Listen to this.
When Charlotte Musu lost her life, we saw people sitting on Spoon Network telling the Liberian people that they get substantial evidence. They got recording, they got messages to prove that Jefferson Tamakochi was the one who sent Valley today to go and get rid of Global Musu Squad. Unfortunate, this poor girl lost of life. Shadow.
Let's stop right there. The propaganda that was portrayed by the Unity Party, the propaganda that was used by the Unity Party, contributed to the mess we have today. And I'm going to be taking from Martina. Even though we said it yesterday over and over, but we just want to repeat it. Spoon TV was used to spread out negativity, mis and disinformation about the government. They were comfortably seated to lie to the Liberian people. And they said they have all of the evidence. Most of you people believe, especially in the opposition, that's what I mean. They believe that the information that was being spewed out by Jerome Verdier, a disappointed man whose own education has become almost like a disappointment to him or like a disgrace to him, sat down on spoon and lied on an innocent boy. These were some of the information that they ran with and said, President Weah cannot become president because he is harboring a Jefferson Tamakoji who plot and executed a plot against Dora Mususkat. Some of these things made some of you angry, some of our people angry. An innocent boy was lied upon or lied on. They told us all of the happenings that led to the death of Shalom Musu. At the end of the day, Shalom Musu, an innocent girl who we expect will be given justice. Up to today, as we speak, justice is not given to that poor lay girl. But I know she will receive the justice that she's crying for in her grave. At the end of the day, the Unity Party used that particular Shalom Musu story and lie on people, make other people angry. Where are the facts? Only for Jerome Verdier to be called. Go and go prove now. Go and go show evidence. Today we are yet to see the evidence against Jefferson Tamakoji and Vani Tele. But guess what happened? You get this man sitting in the comfort of his home. And you think it's okay. But these people will forever regret their action of lying on innocent people. They will forever live with that nightmare. That nightmare will ever be with them. Forever. Stand in front of their faces. So here is our sister who was deceived and cajoled.
Shalom Musu lost her life. And today, the same people who were fighting the case, they are in power today. One of these people who sat on Spoon Network and talk nonsense with confidence. I talk to some of these people personally behind the scene. They make me believe that they get evidence.
Yeah. This is how many of you were deceived. They lied to you that they were coming to rescue you. Like she said, she talked to many of them behind the scene. She said, don't worry, we have the evidence. We produce the evidence against these people. We have everything, video recording, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. According to her, she said, she talked to them behind the scene. And she was convinced, or they convinced her, that yes, we have the evidence. Where is the evidence? Like many of you were deceived by Joseph Numa Boyka when he told you that he has friends in higher places. When he told you that he was coming to rescue the country. He told you that in 4 months, Liberia will not be the same no more. Like our sister, they lied to her. And Joseph Numa Boyka lied to you, the Liberian people. This man said your children will not be in the streets. When you vote for him 4 months, Liberia will not be the same. But probably he was saying right, because Liberia is no longer the same. Disrespect for the rule of law, the killing of innocent people, police brutality, and just name it, etc., etc. So the same way they lied to her is the same way they lied to many of you who voted for them, and you gave them that opportunity. Today, the reality has stepped in. When this man said they were going to build skyscrapers, they were going to build duplexes, road that is paved with gold and diamond, because they refer to the roads that were being built by President Weah as sidewalk. It has no value. But today, what are they doing differently? What are they doing differently? Killing our people, disrespecting the Supreme Court. So she was deceived. And that deception led her to hating people that she had no reason to hate. reality steps in. Let's go ahead.
That Jefferson Kochi was the one who sent Valitre to get rid of Musu Scott. And today, the rescue government is in power. These people are no longer talking about coming to prove anything against Jefferson Kochi or against Valitre. We witness or exceed the year in this country while somebody went and kidnapped with their boyfriend and lied and said they were raped, which is Justina Taylor. Let me say today openly, Valitre, you my dingo brother. To err is human, to forgive is divine. I want to openly apologize to you today on my platform for accusing you falsely.
These people will continue to live in regret. Let me say this. If you do not know and you do, it's different from when you know and you choose to ignore to do. When you are not aware and you do, it's different from when you are aware. You have the skills and the knowledge to be able to dissect between what people are saying and you choose to follow it. The only reason why you see these people are saying what they are saying right now is because they have no other option. But if there were options, they would not be saying this. To be frank and to be fair, you think if our sister was receiving some kind of money or they gave us some kind of position, appointed position somewhere, you think she would be saying what she's saying? You think so? You think if our sister was given an opportunity to work where she is getting some kind of lay $5,000 or $6,000 or $1,000, you think she would say what she is saying? She would defend it and say, yes, what we said yesterday was the right thing. They are saying it today because the man who they said it for, the man have turned his back on them. Now they are seeing the real Joseph Numa Boyka. They are saying that this man is a pathological liar, that he is only good at using people, and at the end of the day, he kick you in your rear. And our sister, Costa Princess. So today she is openly confessing and begging, asking for forgiveness. No, she's not begging Vanitele for forgiveness. You know who she's asking for forgiveness? The many Liberians who were angry and did not do a kind of rational analysis. They took decision. Oh, Vanitele, do you know that there were some people who Vanitele convinced and they voted for the CDC? But because of these lies, some of them, they believe it and say, Vanitele will not vote for the CDC. Do you know that? Do you know that there were some people who Vanitele talked to? But as soon as they heard what, Jerome Verde was saying about Vanitele and that of Jefferson Tamakoji, you know that some of these people decided, no, I will not vote for the government of Vanitele, tell me to vote for. I won't. My people, must we continue to allow these people who have failed in their life to deceive us? This old man has nothing to offer. We told you yesterday. You said no, we were lying. But thank God that reality has caught up with them and they are now seeing it. So she's apologizing not only to Vanitele, but to the many of you who their lives were able to capture or who their lives were able to convince. Listen on.
You have nothing to do with what happened at Global Musu Scott Compound. The people who get evidence against you, let them come and prove it. Enough is enough where somebody will just jump up because they want to get political relevant and just create their own story at the end of the day. You ask them to come prove it, they will not prove none to you. And you know why the government lost that case? Because CDC, the man, they jump up, they leave that case open. Don't touch the case open for the Unity Party government to come. Let them be the one to investigate that case. But because CDC and their immature behavior today make the state we lost that case.
CDC did not make no state to lost no case. You see, look, that's why sometimes I tell people, right? I am not one person who just fall for I am sorry. I don't know, that's me. I am not one person who just fall for, oh, I made mistake. Forgive me. No, I'm not one person like that. It is better that you don't tell me you are sorry than to tell me you are sorry and want to play with my intelligence. I hate that thing too bad. I hate it. It is better that when you wrong me, just go. Let all of us live with our conscience. Then to want to tell me, oh, I can't ask you for forgiveness, but and not because of the thing you did. So there is no need for you to even ask for my forgiveness. No, there is no need. There is no need. If you are telling me that I should forgive you because of X, Y, and Z, let it be. Don't justify your forgiveness. Anything you are doing to justify what you did, then it means you are not asking for forgiveness. So you listening to Martina. That's what I said from the beginning. If these people had jobs, if they two Joseph Newman Boyka are going to give them piece of the cake, they were never going to be on here talking this thing that they're talking. Don't be deceived. That's why when I hear people say, oh, there are people there for you. Oh, yeah, the people there exposing. I listen to sometimes people say, oh, Martin Colley, the man exposing the government, this, that. Look, Martin Colley is almost like Henry Costa. These people are not doing what they are doing because of you. They don't like you. They are doing it because this old man deceived them, stepped on them, used their shoulders to get to the presidency, and he has turned his back on them. So they are angry. They are not doing it because they love you. No. The least chance that you give these people, they will cause multiple damage of what they caused yesterday. The only reason why you see this boy doing what he's doing is because he has a newspaper in Liberia. That business. I don't know. Some of you have not wake up to the reality. You don't know what is happening. You don't know. You stay have availed yourself to be deceived. The only reason, look, let me tell you something. It's just very common. The thing now, you need to go to school to know nothing at the car. You don't need. This boy know that the government has failed him and he has a business, his newspaper. The only way that people will buy his newspaper is to come up with all of these stories. That's all. So as he come up with these stories, people run to buy it. Do not be deceived. Liberians, especially Sidicians, don't be deceived and think that these people are for you. No, they are not for you. They will not be for you. Don't deceive yourself. They are not for you. They are for their businesses. That's how their businesses get the traction, get the customer, get the attention. Don't be deceived. They are not advocates. They are business people. That's who they are. It is you and myself who are the advocates. Me and you that people are not paying money to, but we can get on Facebook and critique this government. You and I that we have never worked in government or never been in the proximity of government or somebody giving us money at the end of the month, but we are pointing out the facts, the ills that is happening in this society in Liberia, that you and I are the heroes. You and I are the advocates. Leave these people. They are not advocates. They don't have any history of advocating for the Liberian people. You listen to Martina. She said these people lie to them. Oh, Liberians, When will you wake up to the reality? Thank God that some of us are around and will use this video to educate some of our people. Definitely saying, brother, she is frustrated because a Queen Johnson has a job. And I must say, Martina graduated, I think, from UMU or so, or one of the U, some kind of U she graduated from. But they can look at a Queen Johnson who cannot even, construct her own grammar very well, who don't even know her own function at where she is. But she is giving job because she murdered somebody. So the anger doing these people, the mountain collie, the whoever, look, whether you praise them or you don't praise them, the people that base their strategy, they get time for you. They get time for you. I don't care how you condemn mountain collie. You think mountain collie foolish? You will not go writing and praising this government. Because right now, the people look at him now as just a dump site that they only use to pour trash on and they finish. So you think Martin Colley will come and start praising this government? Because when he come and start doing anything funny, guess what will happen to a newspaper? People will say, oh, a newspaper here, a government newspaper, Martin, people give me money. So nobody will go towards his newspaper, wherever I go look at it, to even pay attention to it. Be wise. Use your head. Use your head. Don't allow, look, fool me once is on you. Fool me twice is on me. Fool me twice is on me. So all of these people, they are acting out of frustration. They are seriously frustrated. They are listening to this sister. Let me play this. Listen to her.
The people who get evidence against you, let them come and prove it. Enough is enough where somebody will just jump up because they want to get political relevant and just create their own story at the end of the day. You ask them to come prove it. They will not prove none to you. And you know why the government lost that case? Because CDC, they mind their emotions. Oh, what you were accused. Our government were accused. They just went, they jumped.
This is one of the unsophisticated lies that this sister wants us to believe that the reason why CDC lost the case because, oh, they jumped, they acted out of their emotion. That CDC free, how you call Madam Gloria Mususkat? That CDC free Gloria Mususkat? No, that CDC free Gloria Mususkat? That CDC information minister went to the prison compound and go appeal and apologize to Gloria Mususkat? That CDC? That under CDC regime, they were free? And you say government is continuity. Why is it that the government did not prosecute the case and get the evidence? If Joseph Numa Boyka is a serious man and believe in the rule of law, so why didn't they get all the evidence and prosecute her? So you want us to believe if Martina will want to tell me about my own party, that because you're out of emotion. No, it don't work with people like us. Maybe some of you can be deceived. The truth is the truth and the lie is the lie. When you temper lie with truth, it is no longer truth. That lie. That lie. Lie and truth cannot be in the same basket. No, they don't mix together. No. I will say lie, but I will say small truth. No, it doesn't work that way. I remember when we were small. That's what we used to say. I will say small lie, then I will say small truth. No. I want to welcome the Women's League interim chair, Madam Orita Topa. You are welcome of CDC USA. You are welcome, Mama. We appreciate you. So these people, they have realized that Joseph Numa Boyka used them. Imagine Joseph Numa Boyka will take a Queen Johnson over a Martina. You think that's small thing? You think that's small angry? They are angry. They want to justify. They are not for you. They are not advocates. That you and myself are the advocate. That you and myself, we are genuine. Because we saw it yesterday and we say we did not mince our words. We are not mincing our words. You know why people believe and follow us? You know why every day the follower that follow us is increasing? The last time that I checked, Facebook sent me a notification. My profile, my page, I'm almost like 90,000 person that's following me. You know why? Because these people that are following us, they know that we have never bent our words. We've always come out with the truth. We don't play fun with people's feelings and the information. By profession, I'm a classroom teacher. And when you try to distort the truth, it's a crime all by itself. I will not go to bed and sleep in peace if that happens or if I attempt that. Because I took an oath for the truth. I don't go in classroom and teach people lies. I want to welcome my own love, Julie K. Rambo. How are you, Mama? I want to appreciate you and I want to thank you for everything you continue to do for our institution. So out of frustration, these people will say that they're behaving and they are against the government. No, they are not against the government.
Go and prove to the court, the people who were sitting on spoon there were. Later I got to know that whole thing was just somebody that came from the blue moon to just come up with that statement. Everybody started running with it.
You see that? That the same way they started running with statement that President Weah stole $16 billion. These are the same people. That was the same way they ran with a story that President Weah took 3 boys' kidney and ran away with it. You're passing with A in bag. These are the same people that ran with story that President Weah bought how you call a private jet. These were the same people that were in communities on the same social media lying to you that President Weah ain't get time for the country. He live in the country to just go at 40 days, ain't get time. While he was there advocating for you. But today the reality have stepped in, they are now confessing. Let's listen to this.
I dare you, nobody, all the people are making big mouth on spoon network. None of them get evidence to prove that Valitera was the one who entered in our house to go harm Shalom Musu. None of them get that evidence. I challenge you today. The government are in power, that the government you offer to come to power. You come and prove it. But yet still, Liberians, we don't learn. We don't learn. We saw Justina Taylor lying on social media how she was raped, how she was legit. Could now her boyfriend, what she used to follow for them to go on operation.
These were the people that said it was truth, but today they are confessing it. Look, never trust these people. You know why we are playing this clip? You know why we choose to play it? We could just leave it and say, look, whatever, let me make on Facebook, whatever. But we are playing this clip so that you can see these people's faces and not to trust them. I'm not one person that easily gave my heart to people. Like I always say, and I will say on this platform, I'm not one person that just quick to get into a relationship. You know why? Because when I get into a relationship, I get there with my whole life. And I'm getting there with my senses. Once you do anything funny, I'm out of it. I can't go back to it. No, that's me right here. I can't go back to it. I don't care how, I will not. Because when I'm coming in, I don't come in haphazardly. I come in with everything. I don't come 1 4 in, 1 4 out. And say, let me see. No, I don't come to play with people's hearts. So I come in with all. When I give you my all and I see that it is not what you portray to be, I move from there, I go on. I finish. I form a level. I form a level. So I am saying this to me, fellow Liberians. You must know them. You must see them. You must get to know who they are. So that tomorrow they will be on your radar. You will say, oh, but the person here ain't saying the truth. The other one ain't saying the truth. These people allow themselves to be used. They were not from the villages. They were not from areas that they were not taught critical minds or critical analysis. But they choose to believe what they wanted to believe, and they ran with it, and did all kind of thing in the country there, and caused us development. Today, look at what we are seeing. But let's go ahead. Let's listen further.
At the end of the day, that same foolish Justina Taylor, what I do went to go protest. Allah that
Now
when the
Justina
quota
Taylor
had the
become
laptop
foolish.
walk on me at that.
She become foolish. You see what is happening? Now Justina Taylor become foolish. That the same way now they're talking about Joseph Numa Boyka. We told them yesterday that the old man never trust him. The old man is an OBM, and he knows how to get his way through by using lies. They say, oh, that lie, the man can rescue. Today, they are now seeing it. That Joseph Numa Boyka will have to pay almost $2 million for Barbados president to come and visit him. That my first time seeing president paying money for somebody to come visit them. That my first time seeing it. Joseph Numa Boyka has spent almost $2 million of the Liberian people money so that Barbados president can come and visit him. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. So let's go ahead.
A few people are just coming to protest. At the end of the day, they walk away. What is going to happen? You know how many Google people they now lost their life? Whether people get money, then I me work from a poor background. Now me the one with dollar draw will sing. What are going to happen? Nothing at the end of the day. I want to openly apologize to Jefferson Kochi. Jefferson Kochi, let me tell you this today on my platform. Why are Martina Konate dead to you? Validated you. If I were going to do it to you, I was never going to forgive you.
So I just want to stop this here because I have other videos that I want to play. You're listening to what she said, right? You're listening to her very loud and clear. They lie on these people. They lie on them. They use their platforms to spread mis and disinformation against the government. With all the things that were happening in that country, they did not see it. All they saw was, forget it. The CDC, the CDC doing this, the CDC doing that. Yeah, we found ourselves today in this mess. Yeah, we found ourselves today in this mess. They allow themselves to be deceived and to be used. And today, all of us are feeling it. So you're listening to Martina crying. Oh, the people lie. I will play you another video again. I'll play you another video. Let's stop. Claim me up here. Stop claiming up here. People else, sorry. Don't claim up here. Please. Don't claim. Please. Oh, sorry, my people. We are. Where's my phone? Can you go and get my phone for me? Please. So let me just bring you another one here for you to listen to this. For you to listen to him. Now they are seeing the reality. Reality step in now. So let's go ahead. Listening to this. Listen to him.
Become law and policy to power.
This is Joshua Mayton Blai, right? This is Joshua Mayton Blai. One person who was also used by Joseph Numa Boyka. These are all victims. Stop. These are all victims. He was one person that was used. And at the end of the day, guess what? He has seen that all the things that were said about the issue of drugs, about fighting corruption, etc., etc., they were all lies. Because Boyka is taking no effort or is taking no, how you call, a step towards fighting these things. So just listening to him, listening to another victim. These were the people some of you listening to. They one were calling yourself rescue soldier. Nonsense. But let's listen. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let's listen to this.
He declared drugs as national emergency.
Yeah?
When the king speak, it become law and policy.
So Joseph Newman Boyka, he is saying that the old men here that we know declare drugs as national emergency. But why is it that the national emergency, we are seeing no step? No step is taken towards this national emergency. Why? Why this national emergency? We are not seeing any effort being made by this government to be able to ensure that this national emergency is something that is taken seriously. Joseph Newman Boyka lied to them. So let's listen. Listen to him. Another victim.
Unfortunately, his lieutenants are not implementing his policy.
No, not lieutenant business, not implementing. It is not lieutenant not implementing. It is Joseph Newman Boyka lacked the will to be able to redeem the Liberian people. He lied to the Liberian people and said the issue of drugs was very personal. That's why he said. You want to go upstairs? Take your unicorn. Thank you. So at the end of the day, he lied to the Liberian people that drugs, it was very serious. I get clip here that he used drugs as, a message to deceive Liberians and said that he was coming to emancipate the people. Who told you they don't know? There is nobody that jumped behind Joseph Newman Boyka that don't know that this man is a crook. If they tell you, oh, we not know, and we not know the old man that lie, they didn't say the lying, they continue to lie. When you want to be truthful, be truthful. If you want to lie, continue in your lie. That's why I told you that these people are not advocates. Somebody like Joshua Milton Blai is talking because money did not go towards whatever he said it should go. If they were going to give him money, he would not come up here to say what he's saying. So these people are not advocates. I just want to show you so you to see. It is you and myself that are the advocates. Cecilia Logan, thank you. Otaka, I want to say you are highly welcome. Julie Rambo, I appreciate you saying Pade. Melvin Kia, thank you so much. Mohammed S. Kamara, how are you? Orito Tokpa, Brown Tale, thank you so much. Isha Kasor, Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Fumba, we appreciate your presence here. I mean, all of you that are joining us from around the world, we want to say you are highly welcome. So these people, they don't love the Liberian people. It is only because they are not giving what they are expecting or what they bargain for and say, "Oh, I'll do this for you, you give me this." That's why you see them crying for. So I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. Listen to this man. You think this man is an advocate? You think he cares about the Liberian people? We are the ones that care for the people. Why it is true that today they are bashing on this government because they can't lie. The truth now is before the people. Even the men in Bokonji didn't know that the government power is finished. Listen here. Don't believe what I'm saying.
I don't see from every sign, from every indication, how drugs is a national emergency. When our national radio stations do not have a vigorous program on a daily basis. In fact, it's supposed to be 3 times. When Ebola was national emergency.
And look, let me say this. What he's saying is right. You cannot declare drugs as a national emergency and then you are not making no effort to fighting drugs. Look at the DEA budget. Everything go towards salary. Everything. 95% of the DEA budget that towards salary. They say you want for drugs. You playing fun with your mouth. You cannot have a DEA that you don't even have programs for rehabilitation. And you can't tell what you want for a drug. You playing fun with your mouth. So this brother is talking Because what he expect to get, he not get it. Don't
Say,
believe what I'm saying.
when
But yeah, he
Corona was national and global emergency, there was nothing, no program that went on air without hearing Ebola.
and you hear it? He himself now, they are confessing. Look, these people are now appreciating President Weah. He talking about Corona, right? You know, sometimes when you take your own time and listen to these people, then you will knock your own chest and say, thank God that I supported President Weah's agenda for a better Liberia. You will say, thank God. So he is now appreciating President Weah. That when we had Corona around here, President Weah make it to be a national emergency. He got on air and played music to sensitize our people. He did his own jingle. So listening to him, I will carry this back and you listening. Listen to what he's saying here.
National and global emergency, there was nothing, no program that went on air without. When Ebola was national emergency, when Corona was national and global emergency,
Yeah?
there was nothing, no program that went on air without hearing Ebola or Corona.
And yeah, he's right. Under the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, when Corona was around, President Weah decided to take the media to educate his people, to inform his people, to carry on vigorous sensitization, vigorous information dissemination to save his people's life. So basically, what this man is telling is that President Weah is by far better than the old man called Joseph Numa Boyka. Because we saw President Weah taking a practical approach to fight what he referred to as a national disaster. That Liberia was accredited and was praised and hailed by the international community for her fight against Corona. While other nations like the United States that we live in, that they produce drugs and every other thing, people were dying in their dozens because of President Weah's approach. We saw what happened in Liberia. So these people are now acknowledging that, hey, President Weah, you took a practical approach to save your people's life. No, don't believe what I'm saying. That they the one saying it. It's not me saying it. It's not me. And I got nothing to say there.
Nothing, no program that went on air with national emergency when could have a vigorous program on a daily basis. In fact, it's supposed to be 3 times. When Ebola was national emergency, when Corona was national and global emergency, there was nothing, no program that went on air without hearing Ebola or Corona.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the people need to wake up in the morning, in the afternoon.
They all men here went, sat down somewhere and say he's taking drug tests to deceive the public. To deceive the public. Showmanship. And drugs now is rampant. You're listening to the sister. You're listening to her. From the beginning, that video clip that I played. Must say drugs now is taking over now. You cannot say that drugs or drugs abuse is something that you want to fight. And your actions is proving otherwise. Your son is involved in the issue of selling drugs. And you say that here, you say you're fighting drugs. So the old man telling him, oh man, we saw around here the man where we said our Buka dancer. But when it came to saving the Liberian people's life, in the morning the man will get on air, music will be playing. In the evening, a music will be playing. Everywhere you tune, it was about let's us fight Corona collectively. But oh man, what are you doing? It's a disgrace to Joseph Numa Boyka. Let the people then work on it. A rescue soldier. Hey, the man can't rescue the country that didn't want crime. Let's listen to them.
In the evening, it's supposed to be in the ears. The reason I went that open is because of the stand the past government took on drugs.
Definitely. Now, listening to another lie that they got coming lie. According to him, he said the stand that the past government took on drugs. What was the stand? You're listening to him. You don't believe me. You're listening to him. And I will disprove him in a second. Let me carry this back.
is because of the stand the past government took on drugs. And even though it's not in every street, noise in people's ears now, but drugs still killing people, children. People are still dying from drugs.
So he want to insinuate or telling us that the past government did not take serious approach. But the last time I can remember, you know what President Weah did? He was able to open a rehabilitation center for people. They launched a project. Let me show you something. I don't want you to believe me here. I don't want you to believe me. When these people come with lies, we got to say the truth. We beat them with the truth. Huh? We beat them with the truth. Or let me come here. Let me see if I can get this one here. Let's see the history here. Just bear with me. Oh. Just bear with me. Okay, let me be playing this while I look for what I'm looking for.
How is it national emergency? How is it national emergency when the president made that declarations and came out with it? It's supposed to be an act in every ministries. But now every ministry is supposed to incorporate into their budget drug tests. It's supposed to be incorporated into their national budget. If you look at the entire national budget, what is about drugs? How much is the fight of drugs? Take it. How have they increased the DEA forces, the DEA work plans against drugs? The present national budget. How is drugs a national emergency that call for massive urgency? How? What is in Ministry of Gender budget for drugs? What is in Ministry of Youth and Sport budget for drugs? What is in Ministry of Education budget for drugs? What? How is it?
Okay, fine.
National emergency to call for massive urgency from the population. How? How is it?
So let me stop here and tell you. Let me answer this call quickly. So let's see the approach that President Weah took when it comes to fighting drugs. Let's see it. Let's see what the Weah-led government, initiated, right? Let me move this one and put this one here for all of us to see it. Yaka. You think we get the information? You see here? Our brother Otaga say these people lie to come to power, but the reality is prevailing now that they are incompetent. Oh, definitely, very well. So let's come here, the rehabilitation center. This is the rehabilitation center. So let's see the approach of President Weah towards fighting drugs. Let's go ahead.
There are over 100,000 at-risk youth across Liberia.
In the spirit of national unity towards raising this amount, it is my honor to launch the national fund drive for the rehabilitation and empowerment of our at-risk youth. Honor the team, reclaiming our youth for a better Liberia. To kickstart the fund drive, my government will contribute an initial amount of $1 million United States dollars this year.
$1 million towards that program. And the government did not stop there. The government even went to the center and decided to rehabilitate the center that will be able to train these people. And almost about 400 people were at that center that got trained. I get a video. I will play it here. Well, let's listen to this.
Works on the center have
See ya?
finally commenced, with Mosurado County Senator Sir Joseph collaborating with central government
Yeah?
to renovate some key compartments within the center geared towards rehabilitating, training, and reintegrating at-risk youth into society. Michael Joe is the engineer on the project.
Yes, I'm the chief contractor of the renovation of the dome here. And for the present area that you hear now is a male dome. And roughly we have almost about 16 rooms. And the 16 room roughly serve about 100 persons. We have larger bathroom, we have a lot of places that we move freely. As you can see, all of the places we are cleaning ahead. You can see all of the dolphin, other things we are removing them because of our eating, getting all of these things here. So we are working almost 2 weeks.
Under the Boyka government, when he served for 12 years, they did not attach any importance to this place. It was under the Weah government that they chose to take this particular approach. So if you asking me what President Weah did about the issue of drugs, here is it. Building a rehab center for people that will not just catch you, arrest you, pull you in handcuff and carry you. I want to say welcome to my brother Philip Nangwe, who's joining us on the YouTube channel. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate and welcome you. Thank you so very well. Let's go ahead.
Ahead of time before you are coming. So if you can see all the things that there's nothing that here that you can identify as a material that in stock. So
Yeah.
everything that will
See
be
that?
here, that will be new brand new, will be added here. So that's why we are just starting here.
Okay, how long is it going to take you to complete this project?
Well, as you can look back there, it's not the only dome. We have a male dome, we have a female dome, we have a cell quarter, we have a workshop, we have kitchen, we have other places. So it will roughly take me about 2 months. And the 2
So let me
months,
stop this right here. I just want to stop this right because there are a lot of videos that I'm going to be playing. I want to stop this right here. So if you are asking, do you know that people even graduated from that particular program? I don't want you to believe I'm about to show you another video again. I'm about to show you another video. People graduated from that program. And Joseph Nyuma Boyka proudly took that particular glory, not even recognizing President Weah. So let's go ahead. And let me play you this other video. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Play you this other video. Okay, just bear with me. Wow. Okay. Here is it. Let me bring this here.
For that beautiful presentation and overview.
Okay. All right, fine. So here's the program.
And the program will continue.
People who attended that program under President Weah, about 400 plus of them. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let's go to the lady who was giving us an overview of the program.
We have for the female, the
Listen.
of female of this cohort, 38%.
So listen.
And he's actually been brought up to speed on activities on this overview.
And then the Ministry of Health.
The overview of the program.
When Boyka just took over, these children graduated. It was like a kind of 6 months program. About 400 plus of them, they graduated. And Boyka spoke at that particular program, not even acknowledging the work of the previous government. The old man is wicked. He is vindictive. He's a troublist. He's a tyrant. This man wants to damage our country, and our more will be on him. Oh, yes. So listen to him. This program, President Weah did the heavy lifting. And when he took over, these children graduated. To even acknowledge the work of President Weah, it was war. So when you ask, what did President Weah do for drugs? Let's go ahead.
Program, as you can see.
By July 2023, the proportion of at-risk youth are risk of high proportion of crime and violence across the country, the 15 countries of Liberia.
Listen, yo.
And because of that, an emergency response was initiated. The Standing Committee called for an emergency meeting with technical working group members to develop a plan for this emergency response. And four counties.
The government of President Weah took an emergency response. I played a video where you hear him saying the government will contribute $1 million towards this program. I play you a video where you saw the rehabilitation center, right? So an emergency approach, meaning that you can't waste time with it. You got to go in like this. So she is explaining what the government did. Don't believe what I'm saying. What the Weah-led government did towards fighting drugs. Don't believe me. Let's go ahead. Thank God that we have the videos.
Were identified: Montserrat, Miami, Grand Bassa, and Warren counties. And the capacity assessment was done to identify 4 service providers for prevention, 5 auditors, and 11.
12 services provider. You know what the government did? Because the government were working on that rehabilitation center and know very well that that center will not be able to take everybody. So they identify 12 different people who are working in that particular area. 12 different organizations that are working in the area of rehabilitating our young people. So the president decided that there's a national emergency. That is President Weah now talking about Joseph Numa Boakai right here. President Weah decided that there's a national emergency. So in as much as we government are also working, we will be able to also get in collaboration with other organizations that we can work with to rehabilitate the young people. That's what she's saying here. Listen to her. And I get that video. I will play you where, anyway, today we just play video.
For rehabilitation. The government of Liberia made a little over $500,000 in August 2022.
Yeah, a little over $500,000. But the government was able to rally with some of her people around, international partners, to also help. And yeah, when we're talking about what the government did, what the president we are do to fight drugs. There, that video we're showing you. We're not just talking, we're talking. We're showing you videos. Thank you.
Then the emergency response phase was launched.
An emergency response was launched. I played you that video earlier. Let's go ahead.
On August 21, 2022. The Chronicle Hall of At-Risk Youth, sometimes called marginalized youth, comprises of adolescent youth, ex-combatants.
Ex-combatants, then all were part of it. The people where Joseph Numa Boakai gave arm to, he used them during Lofa Defense Force. But after that, he abandoned them. That's good.
For the female, the number of female of this cohort, 38% from between adolescents between ages 10 to 19, 50% between ages 20 to 35, and the ex-combatant 36 to 54. For the male category, so this slide shows the disaggregation of data between the male and female. We have 2% male and 18% female. And the next pie chart shows the distribution across all centers in the 4 response counties, with LP at the highest, followed by action against drug abuse.
Let me carry for a bit. Wait in there. Are you? Wait, my people. Here is it. Let me see.
Institutionalized rehabilitation center. Voluntary basis, tend to stay in the program unless those who were coerced by. With a challenge to transfer clients from one center to another, and because of that, they were demotivated and left the program. Uncertainty of the government transition, it was not easy.
Yeah, uncertainty of the government transition. And I want to speak to this place. I want her to talk, and I will give you some explanation. She talked about the uncertainty of government transition. Even the people who were in the drugs program, they were thinking, hey, yeah, the next government where we come, or whatever government that will come, the government, whether President we are win again, they were confident that when President we are win, we know that the thing will be fine. But if there is any transition, this thing play on the people's mind. I don't want you to believe it. Let's hear from her first, and then I will explain it better to you. So let's go ahead.
Therefore, jump out. It was in December, 2 hours, we had service over 2 hours, they were closing our centers. And it left us with a challenge to transfer clients from one center to another. And because of that, they were demotivated and left the program. Uncertainty of the government transition.
Yeah.
It was not easy. Because of the transition time, I basically felt overwhelmed. Some of them were like, they don't know whether the program continues, they don't know the state of the program, and they left.
Yeah. Thank God she explained it better and clear. During the transition, even the people, the disadvantage, you know that the old man here was not serious. He was, how you call, just a waste of time. They sat down for learn, look at for learn, and say, yeah, the old man here can do nothing good for us. The way President we are moved from there, the old man coming, we know that it will just be flakaji. They may get nothing to offer us. So some of them got, because number one, they know that government are not going to be carrying food there. The teachers were not going to be paid. And for true, that what happened? Most of these centers. In fact, people who the government were working with, let me tell you now, because during President Weah time, he was working with 12 other different institutions that are dealing with the issue of drugs, rehabilitating people in the issue who are, involved with these drugs. 12 different organizations he was working with. You're listening to what she said. So at the end of do you know today, this Joseph Numa Boyka has forsaken all of the 12? Do you know that he has forsaken all of the 12? I think they're working with 4. Darius DeLong, I think 1 or 2 other one they are working with. Even at that, people are still paying to go there. The government, it was free. The government was doing everything. They would pay from head to toe and train you. You come up with training. Now, the government doesn't have time. These people who used to work, or the government used to give subsidy to help our children, the government are giving them visa. So they on their own. Let me carry this in front for you to hear. Joseph Numa Boyka talking.
Because each and every one of you here, when you are introduced to this earth, your parents are happy. You brought them joy. They wanted the best for you, even if they couldn't afford it. A partnership people who are ready to help us live this country onto a new, noble platform.
He say he get partners, he get people who willing to help him. You see, the old man always use the Liberian people and lie to us on an open platform. That, we get people that will help. So where are the people? Where are the people? No, where are his friends? That is he's saying here, use the platform, will get people to help. Where are the people who are helping? Where are his friends? Where Elon mocks them? Where Bill Gates them because he carried the deal and Bill Gates a friend. Where are these people that they are not helping? You get a crook who took over government and disrespecting all of the laws. Just see the problem we find ourselves in. Hey, you see what we are into. Let's play you something here. Let's play you something here. I want you to listen to Darius DeLong. To the extent that all of them are even getting tired with this old man. Including Darius DeLong, who is a pathological liar. Now he's getting fed up with Joseph Numa Boyka. Don't believe me. Let's listen to Darius DeLong. It's about 3 minutes clip. Let's listen to him. Because these people have now realized that they were duped. They were lied to. Let's listen here.
It's a governance issue that we must be serious about. I'm not saying we are not. I say we should are in fact more seriousness. This is what they call oversight. Senator Snow and the Senate raised the issue about LEC, and the president has sent LEC in keeping with the law, the managing director for confirmation. But Madam President, I want to go beyond what Senator Snow is suggesting or observing. Madam Pro Tem, I am asking the Senate to summon the president legal advisor.
Yeah.
We need to deal with this president legal advisor. Let him know what kind of legal advice he giving the president. The legal plumbers coming out of the marshal. The legal plumber.
Now, let me show you the deception in what DeLong is doing here. DeLong is saying we need to send for the president legal advisor. Who appointed the president legal advisor? The president legal advisor is not answerable to this man. You know the only person that's answerable to him? That's the Minister of Justice. And he's not talking about Minister of Justice, he's talking about Bushi Bank, one Keita or so. That man is on pro bono, he on how you call private something. So Darius, you see the deception. They want to blame the president legal advisor for president disrespecting law, whereby President Joseph Numa Boyka, even older than his advisor, he been in government before this advisor, that he don't know that legal advisor will advise you to say, look, respect the rule of law. You see the deception in people like Darius DeLong. You see how these people are very deceptive, how they are very cunning. If you are not critical enough, you will fall for it and say, oh yeah, Darius DeLong talking to you. No. They are frustrated. What they're supposed to get, they are not getting it. So you're saying we must call the legal. Why must we call legal advisor? No, let me ask you this question. Why must we call legal advisor? So you want to tell me Joseph Numa Boyka can get sense enough to know what is the law and what is not the law? What is supposed to be done legally and what is not supposed to be done legally? You see, when people are cleverly trying to bypass the main issue that they're supposed to look at, then they go look for somebody who is a third or fourth party to want to blame them. No, you don't blame legal advisor. Joseph Numa Boyka is schooled enough. The level of experience that you have in government, then you say, we must call legal advisor. What kind of nonsense is that? Do you need a legal advisor to tell you that the law say the thing where the people doing the court accept majority and not in keeping with law? Joseph Numa Boyka been vice president for 12 years and president of the Liberian Senate. He's supposed to know the inner workings of the Senate. So that's why I told you the last time that Joseph Numa Boyka is just a dull man. That's all. Because if you would need legal advisor, you would have sat down in a place for 12 years. You interacted with these people. You were there when Edwin Snow was removed. Joseph Numa Boyka, you was at that same place when Ellis Tyler was removed. You know the proceeding of that place. They all the blunder that happened in there is go call legal advisor. Look at Darius DeLong, another pathological liar. When you look at Faye, look at a new criminal that is not catch in Douala Market, going by traffic carrying to police station. Can you understand? These are the liars that deceive you, and now we are feeling the weight. But listen to him, anyways.
The legal plumbers coming out of the marshal. The legal plumber. Therefore, I'm not calling the error any longer.
He said blunder. He said the error again.
The legal plumber coming out of the marshal. But the president in the law, I hear people say only the Minister of Justice can disagree with the president and the legal blanket. It's not.
When liars see liar hard. Exactly so. Exactly so. Exactly so. Liar see liar hard. When liar see liar can hide. That what happened? Well, let's go ahead. Let's listen.
I hear people say only the Minister of Justice can disagree with the president and the legal blanket. It's not just true like that. The law clear. The Minister of Justice cannot disagree with the president on policy issues and political issues. The Minister of Justice can disagree with the president publicly on the issues of the law. It's not just blanket. Why is there wisdom about that? Because it is assumed that not every president or no president may have the legal knowledge. An example, Ellen Johnson said he was president, and she said prostitution is not a crime in Liberia. Frances Johnson Morris was Minister of Justice at the time. She didn't go to the marshal quietly to disagree with the president. She did it publicly because that's what the law called for. To talk about the law, you must know the law. It is the Attorney General of the Republic that knows the law. The legal advisor to the President. Madam President, Madam President, distinguished colleagues, I am making the case for us to cite the legal advisor to the President. Let him tell what kind of legal advice he given to the President on intending issues. What kind of legal advice he gave to the President on what are legal risks before the President appoints the Attorney General of the Republic that knows the law? The legal advisor to the President. Madam President, Madam President, distinguished colleagues, I am making the case for us to cite the legal advisor to the President. Let him tell what kind of legal advice he gave to the President on intending issues.
This is the highest level of stupidity that I've ever seen. The man who government employ to do a piece of work, you leaving him out. But the man who Joseph Newman Boyka brought in as his advisor, that the man you call him. Is this stupidity to the highest? Is this stupidity to the highest? The man who is a government employee, he working for the government and is answerable to the government and taking government pay, you leave him behind. You say, let's forget about it one. But the man who Joseph Newman Boyka brings him, my man, you can't be my advisor. That the man you say you're going to, you see stupidity, right? You see stupidity? That's why we continue to tell you people, some of these people, they are not for you, they are against you. It almost like, for example, the security that you employ to take care of your house or to take care of your things, that you are going out for a week. You came back and see that your room is being vandalized. Then you call the security that you are paying, that you put there to do a piece of work. But your neighbor who is about 6 blocks away, that you told your neighbor, say, oh, my man, look, I'm going for some kind of weekend, oh, brother. I'm going for a weekend. That a neighbor you go invite, then you carry police people to a neighbor, you say, police, you go to my neighbor. Because I told the neighbor I was going out for about 1 week. But the man who you employ to take care of the home, to take care of that your property, you are not asking him. You see the stupidity? It's almost like what these guys did when Joseph Newman Boyka and Jeremiah Kun instructed people at Co-Garden to go burn the, the Capitol building. Instead of asking the police people that were there, police people that were present, police people that took charge of protecting that property, they didn't ask them. They go looking for people who were not even near property. What the real doer of the act, the doer men, the criminal there, the people who destroyed that place, they were there sitting down. Sylvester, I am doing well, my brother. Thank you so much for the acts. So you left these people who were there, who's supposed to take care of that area. You left them, but then you were looking for people who were in the other person's office, that other person's office. And as I speak to you today, they are still behind bars. You torture these people. So Darius DeLong is asking him to go to legal advisor. Joseph Newman Boyka is one of the dullest presidents that Africa has ever, or Liberia has ever received. I've ever, Sonny. But all of Joseph Newman Boyka has the highest advisors around him, but he's still making elementary blunder. The highest, they may get advisor on the shoe that he will wear, he get advisor on the food that he will eat, advisor on the clothes that he will wear, advisor on the place that he will go sit, he get advisor on everything. But yet, look at the blunder that this man is making. Look at the blunder he's making. Joseph Newman Boyka has come to settle his retirement benefit. Listen to Darius DeLong.
What kind of legal advice he gave to the president on what are legal risks before the president appoints to certain positions? The Judiciary Committee, as we go on break, must be empowered by them.
You see, my people, I learned that Darius DeLong is part of the Judiciary Committee. You see, oh God. Anyways, let me leave it as it is. Let's go ahead.
Party to have a discussion or hearing with the legal advisor to the president, so that immediately upon our return, a report can be ready for plenary consideration. Having said that, with your allowance and the allowance of plenary, I will move. President, she did it publicly because that's what the law called for. To talk about the law, you must know the law. And it's the Attorney General of the Republic that knows the law. The legal advisor to the president. Madam President, Madam President, distinguished colleagues, I am making a case for us to cite the legal advisor to the president. Let him tell what kind of legal advice he given to the president on intending issues. What kind of legal advice he given to the president on
What kind of advice the president want to hear? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. What kind of advice the president want to hear? I know a man like Joseph Numa Boyka will never want to hear the reality, the truth, when it's been told to him. No, that's not what he wants to hear. I know a man like Joseph Numa Boyka will never want to hear the real truth. So those who are around him will provide the misleading information that he is comfortable with. That's what's happening. So we should be asking Joseph Numa Boyka, what kind of advice you want to hear? Now the advice that the people that you bring around you are the kind of person you are. If I get around me people who are hooligans, it means I myself, one way or the other, I am. So Joseph Numa Boyka has people around him that will tell him, Chief, what you're doing is correct. Chief, go ahead. Chief, you are okay. Chief, you are the best man. Chief, don't worry. you go, Baku. Darius DeLong is blaming somebody else for the mistake of Joseph Numa Boyka. The old man who lied to you and told you that, oh no, don't worry, we get this thing under control. You know, I want to go to this last issue, right? And then maybe I'll open the line of call. We'll call it a day based on the time. Call it a day. Let me see. But we can call it a day. I'm sorry. I want to bring the video here so that you can. I'm trying to get this video, so just bear with me. I want to actually get this video. I'm not seeing this video. But let me bring it anyway. I'm not seeing this video. I don't know. Maybe I put it somewhere else. But let me just come here. I will play this. Let me play this. Let me play this video. Just bear with me. Let me play this one here. Okay. I'll just show you how your money is being used by these people. Okay.
What's the current monthly income of a governor and members of the board? Question.
So currently, the salary is $10,000 gross. I am entitled to, I think, 7,000.
No, you acting governor, don't think now. You already banned.
Yes. But this is it. Since I was appointed acting governor on August 1, I have not attempted taking the salary, the benefits, neither have I moved.
No, that's not my question.
So after your
nominee,
I will.
you want to do pro bono fund. You want to do pro bono fund. what is the salary structure, the income, monthly income structure.
That's what I was saying. The salary, that's the gross, and a cash allowance of 7,800 gross.
You have not answered the question.
That's monthly. So are you asking for all the benefits of
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yes.
So the governor, again, gets a monthly salary of $10,000 gross, cash allowance of 7,800 gross.
7,800 gross. While schools that are in the Leeward counties, some of them just need $1,000 to give some of the buildings a facelift or to put chairs or blackboard there. But you get somebody sitting down in Monrovia making 7,000 every month for allowances. You see where we are as a people? You see why Joseph Newman Boyka will not take you serious? You see why Joseph Newman Boyka will not invest in any development? You see why he will ride on the wave of President Weah developmental agenda to complete this project because it has already been paid for? Look, they prepare smart. Let me tell you, you sit down there and say, oh, Joseph Newman Boyka is smart. You think they prepare that belle? Some of you that sit down there, you say, oh, you smart. Oh, yeah. You're causing noise. You are not smart. Joseph Newman Boyka is not teaching you lesson. Look, Joseph Newman Boyka sat down for long. He had a meeting with people and said, you know what? Undertaking any new project, it will cost us a lot. Some of you who we are giving $3,000 for gas to take care of your gas, some of you getting 7,000 benefits and all the other things. If we initiate any new project, it will affect us. So you know what we'll do? Let's look for all of the projects that President Weah started, the ones that already he has paid for, money is in the budget for, or he has paid, these people for. Let's go and start on them. If even it will take us about 3 years, it doesn't matter. But let's start on them. This is the clever game that Joseph Newman Boyka is playing. That's what he's doing. So he sat down for long and said, Lord, look at all the projects. The places that President Weah was able to go and lobby for money, or money is, already down for it. Let's attack these projects. Why is Joseph Newman Boyka not building hospital? Are you asking? Because President Weah was doing some hospital work from the government. So why is he not building hospitals? Why is Joseph Newman Boyka not giving our children international scholarships? Why is he not sending doctors out? Why is he not building, modern markets building around the place? If you look at it, all of the project that Joseph Newman Boyka is attacking or is, working on are projects that President Weah initiated. He started it. He got all the money for it. And what Joseph Newman Boyka is doing is just continuing. And the reason why they are doing it is so as to save money so that these guys can get money in their pocket. That's the whole thing here. That's the whole plan. Because he sat down for long and know that undertaking new projects, new initiative is going to be cost intensive. They're going to spend money. And at the end of the day, it will affect the wage bill. So he said, the old project where President Weah started, I will continue. The money what we get, it will go in my people's pocket. That's why you see these gangsters around Joseph Newman Boyka. They defending Joseph Newman Boyka, but it's not working. You know what? They start crying. Oh, government. Because we are educating our people. Even though they say we get no platform. But look, let me show you something here. Let me show you the show that I had some 4 days ago. 32,000 person watched the show. So I was asking myself, I said, well, when I was live, I didn't even see how you call 5K person. But I can't tell the 2,000 person. Let me show you here. Just bear with me. Let me go there. So y'all can be waiting when we go off. That time y'all can come and start watching and start listening. Let me go there. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like to do this thing. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Sorry. Just I don't know. Sometimes I don't really like to do this, and for real, I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it. That show you notification from. No, I don't like to do it. But anyways, do I need? No, I don't like to do it because there are some informations that I have to display on the how you call it things you know, on social media that I don't want to, you know. So I don't. It's not necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary. I'm not here to prove point to anybody. So 32,000 person when Facebook sent me the notification. So I was like, 32,000 person. It can be 32,000 person because the last time I was here, I did not even see 30,000 or see one or 2,000 person watching. But how come Facebook is sending me a notification of 32,000 person that have watched the show just in the space of this few time? And I'm grateful. I want to say thanks to all of you who continue to support the show. Thank you, those of you who continue to support. So this is the issue. Money is being used in these people's pockets. They don't get time for you. What they get time for is to put money in their pockets. That why they are not carrying on new developments? No, nothing new they are carrying on. Everything that they are carrying on, these are things that President Weah initiated. Claudia Allison, I want to thank you. These are things that President Weah initiated. You're talking about buildings of health quarters. Let's show it to you. These are things that were initiated. I attended this program, you know, for people with drugs. January 11, 2023. Look here. For who graduated. Let me carry it in front for you.
Renew my commitment to improve the lives of the young people of Liberia. All of them, not just the youth that are at risk. As a useful leader of this country, it should come as no surprise to anyone that I hold them very dear and very close to my heart. Today, we are seeing the first step in a journey of 1,000 miles. But it is a significant first step because it is the proof that we can make a significant change in their lives and livelihood.
Yeah.
If only we can combine political will with passion and apply it with compassion. To the new graduates, I say congratulations and offer you my heartfelt best wishes for a new and productive life. For this program with your heads held on high and make Liberia proud of you. Before I close.
You see that? Say no to drugs. These are some of the graduates that we have.
I want to use the occasion to say thanks and appreciation to all of the doctors, the nurses, the dentists, and that make sure that the children were in good condition, the sacrifice will not go unnoticed.
Let me carry this in front a bit.
Of these children. You see, when we are parents, we need to be always wise. Our children leave us, and sometimes when they come back with trouble, we refuse them. Remember, if you refuse a child, you are bringing trouble to the other children that are in the house. So let me speak the simple English so the woman can hear it. In Jesus' name, we are now optimistic about living a positive life. Optimistic. 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 Can you please rise? And let us read that.
to snare the prayer in Jesus' name. The more are scoring client of this program.
Listen. Okay.
To sustain addiction, people rise. Asking you that you all please stand for a moment as any member of our police who lost their lives to sustain addiction.
So when you are asking what the president will do for people who were involved in the issue of drugs, these are some of the videos. I'm just giving you random videos. These are some of the things. We are putting a program together. We are putting the videos together. These are some of the videos we're keeping in our archive to have show displaying what President Weah was able to do in the various areas in helping his people.
The journey of sustained addiction started many years ago. The more are scoring client of this program, somebody can recount up to 15 or 20 years of addiction.
Yeah.
But different types of substance. Looking back at life on the street, it was tedious and very challenging. But the life we live on the street brought a lot of liability to ourselves, family, and society at large. But today, we are optimistic. Today, we are optimistic about the future.
So I want to stop here because time, I got to go and go do some kind of thing. Yeah. Now we got to go and go do the hustle. So you're listening to this. These are all videos that we can show you. When you talk about the health sector, what the president we are doing in the health sector, how he improved the health sector. When you talk about the education sector, videos are there. So whatever sector you talk about, we have evidence to show to this effect. But Joseph Numa Boyka is there now, almost going to 2 years. What has he done? What has Joseph Numa Boyka? What is it that he is doing? What is he doing? What is he doing to be able to help our brothers and our sisters? I'm looking at something here. I don't know. So what is he doing? What is the approach of Joseph Numa Boyka to help our people, our young people? What is he doing? The only thing that is happening when we wake up in the morning is either, some kind of problem. Somebody, hurt somebody, armed robber go on somebody, they do the other one, they do the other one. These are the things that we are seeing. We are not seeing nothing to improve the lives of the ordinary people. No. Nothing to improve the ordinary people's life. Joseph Numa Boyka, this man cares about himself. This is who he is. The man is a narcissist. He only cares about himself. Care about himself. Yeah. Look at him. That man can spend almost, I don't know how many $1 million on car. Yeah, is it? Look. How much that man spending? Look at him. You see Boyka? Look at him. Look at Mr. Boyka. The Boyka on a project, yeah, this is Boyka project. To spend $1.2 million on car, and I show you President Weah project. This is Boyka project. Look at Boyka project. You see that? You sit down, you do a fair look, and just like somebody where they say they put it on firing squad. You see that? The opulence lifestyle they pay like. Oh yeah. They care about you. But fellow Liberians, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. I really want time have caught up with us. We got to go do our hustle on the other side. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. We continue to do this because of you. You are giving us the encouragement. You are the ones that are encouraging us. For those of you who are coming on here to support what we do, I want to say thank you so much. We really, really, really appreciate you. For those of you who are posting on the Facebook, continue to do it. Let all of us be journalists to expose this government. Because this government is evil. This is a tyrannic government. This government is evil. Let's keep exposing this government in whatever way. Don't even worry about it no more. They will come watch you later. Imagine now you seeing the number that yeah. After Favor will send me message say, oh yeah, 25,000 person watch, the other 1,000 person. So I could be asking myself, but where all these people are? Or they waiting? Some of them are ashamed. But anyways, we want to say thank you for your support. Continue to support the platform in whatever way possible. Through your comments, through your sharing, through cash, through whatever way you can help. In a special way, I want to use this time to appreciate two of our sisters. I want to say thanks to two of our sisters who help us significantly, and that help is something that we, hold with high esteem. I want to say thanks to Tita Gbori. Thank you so much, my sister Tita. I also want to acknowledge Sophia Blamo. Thank you so much, Sophia Blamo, for your contribution. Thank you so very kindly. And all of you who continue to contribute, through your comments, through sharing, and etc. etc. We really appreciate it. So we want to say thank you. Let's continue. Let's ensure that we continue to inform our people and expose this evil that we have before us by the name of Joseph Numa Boeka. So again, fellow Liberians, until we meet again. Time have caught up with us. Enjoy the rest of your day, and bye from my end. I love you all. Bye.